Picture this. Family sits at the kitchen table, credit card bill stacked high, paying 24% interest on $40,000 of debt. Their home has $200,000 in available equity, but they're waiting for mortgage rates to drop just a little bit more before they refinance. Meanwhile, they're hemorrhaging $800 a month in credit card interest alone. Sound familiar? I am Ron Siegel, certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. Today, I want to talk about one of the most expensive mistakes homeowners are making right now, trying to time the perfect mortgage rate. I get calls every single week from homeowners asking the same question. Ron, rates are in the low 6% range now. Should I refinance or wait for them to drop further? And here's what I tell them. And what I'm telling you today, trying to time the absolute bottom of mortgage rates is like trying to catch a falling knife. It's risky, it's stressful, and it usually ends up with you getting hurt financially. Have you heard me talk about our two-step? rsrlinks.com/two-step, rsrlinks.com/two-step, because when you're going through this same thing, I don't care what rates are doing, because we've got a plan, a strategic plan. Here's the problem with this whole conversation. Most homeowners are so focused on that mortgage rate that they completely miss what's really happening to their household budget. Let me share a real story. I worked with a couple recently. Let's call them the Johnsons. They had a $400,000 mortgage at 7.25%. Not terrible, but not great. But here's what they weren't looking at. They also had $35,000 in credit card debt at an average of 22% interest, a car loan at 8%, and a personal loan at 11%. They kept telling me, we're waiting for rates to hit 5.5% before we refinance. So I asked them a simple question. While you're waiting for that perfect rate, how much money is walking out your door every month? We sat down and calculated a household blended interest rate. That's the weighted average of all their debt, not just the mortgage. Turns out they were paying an effective rate of almost 12% across all their obligations. Their monthly debt payments, over $4,200. That's money leaving their household budget every single month. So what does this mean for you? Strategy beats rate always. Instead of waiting for mortgage rates to hit some magical number, we looked at their total situation through my framework: safety, liquidity, and return. We repositioned $35,000 of high-interest debt into their mortgage at 6.5%. Yes, their mortgage rate went up slightly from what they could have gotten if they'd refinanced without taking cash out, but their household blended interest rate dropped from 12% to under 7%. rsrlinks.com/two-step. Their monthly debt payments down from $4,200 to $2,900. That's a $1,300 a month back in their household budget, over $15,000 a year. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but Ron, what about the break-even point? I don't need to save at least 0.75% to make it worthwhile. That advice, it only works if you're looking at your mortgage in isolation. But your mortgage doesn't exist in isolation. It exists as part of your entire financial picture. If you've got credit card debt, car loans, student loans, or personal loans eating away your cash flow, waiting for the perfect mortgage rate is costing you real money every single day. Here's the question most homeowners never think to ask. What is the opportunity cost of waiting? While you're waiting 6 months for rates to potentially drop another quarter point, how much are you paying in high interest debt? What can you be doing with that extra $500,000, $1,500 a month in your household budget? Look, I've been doing this and helping families. First family I helped was in 1983. I've seen every market cycle, every rate environment, and here's what I know. The people who build real wealth aren't the ones who time the market perfectly. They're the ones who make strategic decisions based on their complete financial picture. Your household blended interest rate matters more than your mortgage rate. Your monthly cash flow matters more than your mortgage rate. Your ability to sleep at night without worrying about credit card bills matters more than your mortgage rate. So if you're sitting there with high interest debt, waiting for the perfect moment to refinance, I want you to ask yourself one question. How much is waiting costing me? Here's what I suggest. Go look at rsrlinks.com/two-step. That's rsrlinks.com/two-step. Walk through our two-step equity strategy process. Let's look at your complete financial picture, not just your mortgage rate, but your household blended interest rate. Where do you get that? Well, you can just you do an application and we figure it out for you. Or you send us the information, we figure it out for you. you go to rsrlinks.com/Sora, and we can get a pretty good idea. rsrlinks.com/Sora. Because remember, strategy beats rate always. I am Ron Siegel, your certified liability advisor, helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. That is Mortgage 101, brought to you by rsrlinks.com/Sora. rsrlinks.com/Sora.